we got a little bit of snow the other day. Hey, that was pretty cool. I might try to wait for a little bit more of a gust and then I'll take that image. That was a poor letter Kenny impression. Over the last few months, I've had the pleasure of working with a gentleman who has a very extensive car collection. There are so many classics in this collection, from Chevys to Buicks to Fords. Honestly, you couldn't throw a stick and not hit a Ford. But one of my favorite cars in this entire collection was this old cherry red Galaxy from 1964. I really wanted to photograph it from the back because I just love the way that the Galaxy lettering is across the back of the trunk. It really just pops out, and obviously with the snow, it just looks nice. So the last time I was out here, I really wanted to shoot this old red cherry Galaxy, and instead, the gentleman who owns all these beautiful collection of cars showed me his custom built 55, and the motor, the engine that was in this Galaxy, he actually put into the 55, because when he bought the 55, there was literally nothing in it, nothing. It was just a shell of itself, and a lot of the parts he just got from cars that he had laying around, which is really interesting, especially when you can see it running. Boy, that thing was piping, man. It was loud. I did not expect it to be so damn loud, but it just sounded so nice. It's cold, but it's beautiful out right now. It's just so still. There's a little bit of snow coming down. I'm shooting with the Intrepid 4x5 with some Kodak TMax 100, but I'm also shooting with the Olympus OM4 with some Lomo 800. And the great thing about this is I can get all of my planned shots with the Intrepid and then just kind of walk around and be able to take some snapshots in color with this camera. So it really helps to have some different points of view, especially when we're shooting with the 90mm and the 210 on the 4x5. We're shooting 35mm f2 Zuiko lens with this, and we're just gonna have some fun and just walk around and snap a bunch of pictures. One thing that I do want to talk about a little bit is the importance of note-taking. I really struggle with remembering what I did, how I shot certain scenes, and the times of day that I shot them. So I carry around this handy-dandy notebook, and I always try to make notes of my exposure settings, the time of day, the season, the temperatures, how I shot it, if I did any tilt or shift or swing or rise or fall. I try to document as much as I can. That way, when I go back and I develop these, I can look and see exactly what I did and see where I made mistakes. That's pretty sweet. Note-taking is certainly something that I think everybody who's shooting large formats should be doing. It just really helps clarify things, especially in post, because if you're anything like me, you've got a really short memory. I forget a lot of stuff, and being able to have something that I can go back to and look and see exactly what I did is really super beneficial to helping me not make those same mistakes in the future. As you walk around, I mean, there's 30 acres of land here. It's almost overwhelming, and I've had to obviously go back quite a number of times to really get a feel for everything that's there. At the very back, there is this old blue bus that was converted into a camper, and it's really kind of cool because there are stickers on the inside showing where the family took this thing camping, and on the inside there are bunk beds and a stove, and everything was just custom made in it. So it's really interesting to see the history behind that, and kind of sad to see it just laying about. On the right side of this bus, there was tons of moss and grass growing off of it, and it was just really cool with all the rust. There's tons of texture to it, and when you're shooting something like Kodak TMax 100, black and white film, you want to look for textures, and there's just so much in this photo. I was actually really happy because I got to use a little bit of swing, and it's not something that I typically use when I'm using the 4x5, but I got it exactly the way that I wanted it, and even though I've never tried to use swing before, first time's a charm, I guess. Time to make a quick change, switching the 90mm to the 210. Want to get some real nice depth of field, real shallow on a lot of these cars. We got about, I think, 3 more images left, so I'm gonna try to make the best out of them. I'm sure a lot of you hardcore 4x5 and large format shooters are saying, take the damn lens off before you remount it. I'm sorry, you're absolutely right. I should have done that, but no harm, no foul here.
Like the tide winds rolling in from the ocean, love keeps tossing about.
My favorite image from the day, though, had to be this old Comet. And on the outside, it wasn't much to look at. It was this really nice cyan blue that really popped with the white. But because we're shooting black and white, those colors don't really matter. So I wanted to simplify it a little bit. And I've really been enjoying shooting the interior of cars. And little did I know that on the Comets, they actually have the word Comet on the dashboard. So when I was looking on the inside, I thought, man, there is a perfect opportunity here to frame that steering wheel with the word Comet right in the middle. I don't typically follow the rule of thirds. I typically dismiss any sort of rules when it comes to photography, but in this situation, it really called for it. I love that the dash is really nice and out of focus. I shot it at f5.6 with the 210mm Schneider. No, that's not a Schneider, it's a Rodenstock. What am I talking about? I love that the steering wheel and the speedometer is out of focus. I used my 210 Rodenstock, shot it at f5.6, just nailed my focus on the Comet logo, and ultimately, would you please be quiet? It turned out pretty well. So one of my favorite things about documenting places like this are the relationships you get with the people that own these properties. And I've built a relationship with the gentleman who owns this, who doesn't want to be named, and that's completely fine by me because he doesn't want people coming and asking about these cars and all that stuff. This is his own private collection, and I respect that because this is a beautiful collection, and it just goes on and on and on. So there's a lot to photograph, but that's the best part about photographing and about documenting is the relationships that you're able to build with people and getting to know them personally, and getting to know why their passion is what it is, and how they've come to acquire the things that they've acquired. And especially in a situation like this, it makes it all a little bit more special. It's fun, isn't it? Before I go though, I do want to announce the winner of the 4x6 giveaway from my previous video. And the winner of the 4x6 is Fabian Wolf. Fabian, congratulations. Thank you for your support. You've always been super supportive of me and my channel, and always left really kind comments, so I'm really happy to see this print go to you. If you didn't get picked, don't be discouraged, because in next week's video, I'm going to be picking 3 different winners this time for the 4x6 giveaway, and all you have to do is comment the timestamp of your favorite photo below, and I will pick 3 random people and announce them in my next video. If you ever feel so inclined to return some prints to me, please do. I would love to see your work. But with that being said, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Funny thing about this bus here, it's not funny when I'm overexposed, that sucks to edit. There was this old 57 Shetty. Let's move on down the way. A couple days ago when I was here, there was this giant patch of ice, and I just stepped right in it. Luckily, I'm wearing waterproof. Luckily, I'm wearing waterproof Vans. These are my new hiking boots. I'm really excited about them, but they're completely waterproof. I just sunk in, broke the ice. I'm a little too heavy, I guess. Oh, that was embarrassing. Really got great, but if you didn't get picked, don't be disconcerted. Next.